What is up?
Hey, wow, that was easy. I'll be trying to be extra. Okay, now I know how to do it easily.
Oh my Lord, have mercy.
Hello there.
Hello there, mate.
It's Tuesday. It's another episode of Never Not Extra.
This mic smells like breath. It's about to bother me.
Dang,
I'm gonna take this
who
off.
had the last
Actually,
show?
I don't know. This is better. I can't do that. Okay. Oh Jesus.
Who was it the last?
I don't even know.
Anyway,
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Kirsten,
I'm Moni.
and we're back at it again on this Young Tuesday, and we have a very, 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 very special guest
Yes.
in the building tonight. Special guest, would you like to introduce yourself?
Is it me?
Yes, girl.
Hey, it's Jasmine Renee from the Initiative Radio Show.
Jazz, this is Jazz's first time visiting us, I think.
Is it? I feel like I've been on the show.
We've came on your show.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my gosh, I thought she was on it before.
I don't think Jazz has
I
ever
think
been on
you
our
guys,
show.
Yeah. You
she's
guys
called
came.
in.
I've called and then we did the Get Right together.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
remember.
Oh, you love us.
I do.
A little
I
bit.
do.
You said a little bit.
I'm ready for all of the action to be up in the comments.
Oh, I already know you ready. I know you stay ready.
So it makes so much sense for us to have Jazz as a guest today
Oh.
because today's episode is about what? Being bliggity black.
You
What?
should've- You should have
Bliggity
cued
black.
the song.
I know.
Right.
Black
that
on
would've
black
been
on black. I don't even know what song that is.
It's by
It's-
Buddy.
Yeah, it's Black by
It's
Buddy.
called Black by Buddy.
Oh, I
you
like
should look
Buddy.
it up.
His whole album is pretty dope.
Yeah.
I've
He's from
listened
LA,
to
right?
it.
Can we play
Yes, he is.
that at the end instead of our
Yeah. we
Girls
can.
Want to Have Fun?
Okay, cool.
Cool. Hey, Mike.
Yes,
Thanks for tuning
so
in.
we are going to talk about some issues that
We're talking about every day and everything black.
black people face. And
So we talking about
who better to come
in this bitch
than
today.
Jazz. If you Oh my god. Can
I'm
we-
sorry.
Who better to talk about it with us than Jazz? If you know her, you know why.
That's all you have
Yes,
to say. If
Jazz
you know
is
her.
pro-black. She's I don't know, a warrior.
She
Okay.
Or
she pro black.
She out here
a
putting in the
warrior.
work,
Wow, thanks guys.
making the black community better.
She's
in many
pro
ways.
black. If y'all don't know what that means, you know when black people say something twice, that means extra.
Pro.
Or really,
It's for
she
real,
pro
for real.
She
Pro.
pro black.
Anyways, glad to have you here.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you guys. I'm very happy to be at the.
She
Never
ready to
Not
go
Extra.
in. So
No,
if
I'm just
y'all
ready to
easily
chill.
get y'all feeling hurts in the comments, y'all might as well leave right now.
No, I'm always provide intellect behind it, so that it's something that you can think about. I'm not gonna just shoot you.
Fair warning, you got time to get a vest.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
He said
Anyway,
last week was uncomfortable.
Nick,
I don't even
look,
know why.
Mike is like an avid listener, isn't he?
yes.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mike. Anyway,
Yes.
so how was everyone's week?
Um,
How is everyone's week?
my week so far leading up to my week so far leading up to today has been pretty good. I had a really good work day yesterday. Do y'all hate like excelling at work and then your bosses ask you to do some shit? Cause that happened to me today.
After what you said, excelling.
Like when you over excel.
Oh, and they asked you to do more because you.
Yeah, I did that shit, and I wasn't trying to do that. I was just trying to win the $5 gift card to wherever I wanted to win it to, and or $25. Sorry, $25 gift card. And I get really competitive at work, so we put in like a competition, and I was like, I'm about to beat all y'all niggas, like 25 gift card wherever I want to go. So we had this competition, and I ended up doing some wild shit. And I didn't even know that it wasn't possible to get it because it's so easy to do. So basically, I got like 19 leads. I guess that's unheard of. I guess I don't know. And so our SVP was in the office today, and he's like, "Oh my God, you should so speak on the call with all the other staffing managers and show them how you did that." And I'm like, I don't like talking on the calls. Like I literally be having my shit on mute the whole time. Then the lady that runs the call calls me today. I mean, I have to participate, but there's a lot of times I choose not to. Mm-hmm. But the lady who's running the call tomorrow calls me on the phone, and she's like, "Oh my God, this is so amazing! Like, you have to." And I was like, "Oh,
Shayna,
my
you
God.
should be proud of yourself."
No, I am really proud of myself, but I don't like when I like do shit. I was just trying to win.
Hate working hard.
I was just trying to win. No, let me tell you something.
The motives
I don't like
behind it. We're not.
Yeah, like I don't like for people to notice me because then they have high expectations of you.
Right.
And I just be like, bruh, come on.
Don't stop yourself from being great.
I mean, I'm good at what I do.
That's a word.
No, I feel you on that though. It's like completely not the same par. But when we were younger, when we used to drink Kool-Aid for dinner, I made it really good one time. So then they made me like the Kool-Aid monitor, like every time.
The Kool-Aid
and you get tired of it.
So it's like, fuck, like damn, like why did I have to make it good that one time?
But
so
that's how I feel because it's like now,
make the Kool-Aid.
oh, like it's like Shayna, you're the most senior here, so you got to be an example. Like I don't want to be an example to nobody but me. Like I'm not here to teach nobody nothing. Like I just want to do my job. But yeah, that happened to me. It was cool that the SVP noticed me because it's just like, oh, okay, like, you know, this girl really does her job. But at the same token, it's like, damn, now I got to do some extra shit. So.
It's more money.
No. If it was, I wouldn't be complaining about it.
It's more money in the future.
In the future, okay. Yes.
Like, oh, remember that girl that got the 19 leads?
Get the crust. You got the crust. I'm sorry. How was your week leading up to today, Jazz? Oh, girls just had some basketball games.
Yes. We just wrapped up league, so we go into playoffs starting Saturday. That's where I came from practice. But for those that don't know, I coach high school basketball. So yeah, we're going into playoffs, and I think we'll make it pretty far. So
that's exciting.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm excited.
What time is the game
that.
On Saturday? Is it?
It's
in the morning?
at 7. No, 7 at night.
Oh,
yeah, the games are at 7. So yeah, that and just the kids and stuff. So that children take up majority of my life. So
that's good.
It was cool.
Jazz love the kids.
Yeah.
Jazz love the kids.
Simone, how was your week?
It's been really good. It's been very productive. I've been making an effort to get to work early, and that is very, I don't know, it just makes the day go by way smoother when I feel like I got a head start on everybody else.
Right.
What else has been happening? It's raining, and I'm over it.
Nigga, I feel like we live in Seattle. It's just wet.
Like, I'll be confused. Did I move? Is this L.A.? Because this ain't the L.A. that I know.
It has been
this cold ain't the L.A. that I know. They can keep this shit.
Right.
I don't know what's going on. They have tornadoes in Cuba.
Oh, wow.
It was a sinkhole somewhere out here in the middle of somebody's apartment complex. Yes, it looks scary too. Just looking at it on the news.
Can you imagine? You just knocked out sleep and you just get sucked.
They thought it was an earthquake, and they went outside, and it was a hole, like a huge hole in the ground, like not just like a pothole. Like it was like I can't remember how many feet it was, like half a football field or something like that, in the middle of the apartment complex. You know how scary that has to look?
Yeah.
No.
In California?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll have to look it up and show you. For those of you who don't know, Jamise is actually in the building. She just ain't talking.
Jamise!
Why
are you trying to hide?
I know, I'm not here.
She tried to hide like somebody can see her.
Say hi.
Hey. Oh my gosh. I'm not finna play with her.
Okay.
Anyways, let's jump into this topic, y'all.
Yep.
So, here we go. Every day and everything black. I want to know you guys' thoughts on history of black religion. Are black people Christians because of slavery or because pretty much they learned from their parents?
Oh, jump right into it. Jump right into the deep
Is that
stuff.
for me?
Well, we all go.
No, yeah.
I think African Americans are, majority of the things that we operate in are because of slavery. There's not too many things that we do today that slavery didn't have an effect on. Our education system, what we eat, the songs that we sing, just almost everything. It's kind of, is that me? But yeah, a lot of stuff that we do is connected to slavery. Yeah, being here in America. So I would have to say that is it's a possibility. Although Christianity does exist in Africa, I believe it was introduced to us through slavery.
I concur. I definitely do think that a lot of I definitely think it happened through slavery, mainly because a lot of whites used Christianity to validate what they were doing to slaves.
Validate
in their
like
sermons.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's totally not what that's saying. Like, what the fuck? Like, when I listen to like old stuff, I'm like, that's totally not what that's saying.
That's not what that meant.
Right. So I definitely do think that it was introduced during slavery. But I do think that a lot of black people are actually Christians because their grandparents and parents are, and they tell them that they have to be Christian. Which is
now, yeah.
Which is why I think so too. Like, you know how, I'm Baptist because my grandma's Baptist, or I'm non-denominational because such and such is non-denominational.
Doing anything today because of slavery. I mean, maybe, but I think like I also think there was a sense of hope. And being enslaved and being killed and having your children stripped from you, that was the only like light at the end of the tunnel for you. That was the only thing that provided like a manuscript of how to get through like whatever. So
yeah, for sure. Money.
I don't know if you guys have watched Killer Mike's show on Netflix.
I have not, but I've seen some interviews that he's done after.
Oh, yeah. It's really good. It's kind of like, it's very...
You're going to get mad, but I don't know who Killer Mike is.
He's in Run the Jewels. Yeah, but he's always been like a political person.
He's not new, but he's just... Killer, that trigger warning, that just kind of put him at a different level, I feel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because a lot of people didn't know he was... who he was.
Yeah, I know it was a big thing when Bernie Sanders was still running for president. He like met with him and all of that. But he has a documentary where he talks about this on one of the episodes, and it's like his documentary is like docuseries, I should say. It's like comedy / satire / like real shit. But he talks about Christianity and how like why are people still like looking to a white Jesus, and it was just so interesting, like the way he talked about it, because he kept asking them, like,
and he sat down with Creflo Dollar, didn't he?
Yeah, he asked Creflo Dollar to be the leader of his new religion. That he
I didn't know Jesus was white. I don't worship no white Jesus. So
yeah, but it was churches that he was visiting that had like this white image Jesus of white Jesus, and he kept asking like the black people, is Jesus white? And they would like hesitate to answer. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. But I do think that, I mean, I guess those are the facts, that Christianity was brought to black people in slavery. Like, I mean, it was like,
I think we can say African Americans. I think we can say African Americans.
Like at that time?
Because, I mean, black across the diaspora, not everybody.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know, so I think we could say for our experience as African Americans, it was brought to us through slavery. But I think, you know, other people, a part of other parts of the diaspora, may have had a different introduction to it.
Side note, do you prefer for someone to do you guys prefer for someone to refer to you as African American or black?
Oh, yeah, we talked about this on the last show, too.
With Jackie? Well, y'all, what was the question with Jackie?
No. It wasn't with Jackie. It was with, because Keith was here and we was talking about it. It was just Keith though.
No, we just had that question came up because we asked
we were
if
talking
they
about
like
Hispanic. Okay,
yeah.
Right.
So, do you prefer to be called African American or black?
I identify more with black. Like, in my heart is black.
I don't remember what your answer was.
I was saying like black because I don't like when people say African American as if they're trying to avoid saying black. So it's just like, just say black. Yeah. You know, this is what you say when I'm not around. It's not a bad word, you know? But then African American also because I want to like acknowledge my African heritage.
I don't know who Alexander is.
You say you don't know who Alexander is.
Who he was talking about on the phone? I mean, on the song.
Oh, I was like, somebody's on the phone.
Oh, on the song, he was like going ham.
Oh, okay.
Mies.
Reese's like,
I'm about to make her talk since she's sitting
my
here.
jacket.
So, you gotta talk now. Do you prefer to be called African Americana, or?
I honestly, I don't care, but I guess Black because, and I tell people this because my mom kind of like, I don't want to say she brainwashed me, but we don't have any direct lineage to like Africa. I'm not like first generation African, and that's not like my nationality. I'm American, a Black American, so I would prefer for people to just call me Black, not African American.
I mean, I guess it's just different to hear different people's opinions, but I've never just been like, I'm an American. I don't necessarily like that. Like,
I get
the way that I mean, because I'm just like, why, if you think of what was our entry point here, why would I sit with that, you know, and be like, oh, I'm American. It was forced upon me. So that's like someone like accepting like rape in a way.
I guess because I was born here. Like, I get the deeper
I was born
of it,
too.
but like, no, I'm saying, but that's why I would say like I'm American versus like, you know, if I really thought about it, like how we were brought over here, we're not, you know, this isn't technically like our nation, but I don't know, it doesn't matter, but I just don't want someone to be like, oh, you're African American. That's kind of like,
oh, you don't like that?
It doesn't matter what
Wait,
they
so you
say.
don't like the African part?
No, like I don't, because I don't associate with being like, when I hear African American, I'm thinking someone who's directly from Africa.
But that doesn't mean
and
that.
came like first. I know it's not, but that's how I feel.
Yeah. So you want to like you want to acknowledge that
I know I'm African. Like I know like those are my roots, but at the same time, like I don't want to say like, oh, I don't want other races to say African American because they're trying to put us all like in this. Like box of.
Oh, you're saying like it's inaccurate.
Yeah,
I get
it's
you.
not technically correct.
Okay, I get you.
To me.
Eric says, "I'm Black. It is what it is." just rolls off the tongue perfectly. Black. Pero's in the comments. Hi, Pero.
Hi, Pero.
See this because Pero's African.
Yeah.
So.
Pero, would you consider yourself African American?
Nothing wrong with
Well, that's complicated.
Because Pearl's not.
She's not Black?
Well,
No,
she's not from America. Mm-mm. She's not.
Yeah.
She's not.
So that's a
She
little
lives in Africa?
No.
She lives here, but she's from like Europe or something.
She's from London. We just
London.
telling all her business. Go ahead and comment if you want to.
Sorry, but yeah, that's okay.
Michael says, nothing wrong with just saying you're Black.
Oh, she
Kelvin
said
says,
I don't.
I love saying African American. It reminds me of my roots. And
I mean, if you know your roots, yes. I just be feeling like,
but I mean, how
people. I feel like people think that Black is a bad word, and
that's
so
why.
so they don't want to say Black.
I think
because they always stutter over the wrong.
They be like,
African
oh yeah, he was African
Because I
American.
think there's nothing. Because even like my father taught us to say Hispanic, to say Caucasian, and I forgot what other stuff. But he taught us to say those things instead of Mexican and white. And then I think, for Black, it was don't say Black. It was when you address the Black person, you say that they're African American because I guess of the connotative definition behind it. But my thing is like, Black. How many Black people do you know that are in with us, especially living in LA? How many of us know where we're from?
Right.
Like how many of us know where we are actually from or what? Our roots are. When you go to New York or something, you have people that actually know some of their roots. Here in LA, it's just like Black, white, Mexican, Asian, and that's it. You get on about your day. But I don't think we do. So I'm like, African is it.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you be African American, but I just, that American stuff, I'm just like, yeah. Because even my god sister, she would be like, I'm just American. And I'm just like, it just boils like my blood to have to say that,
to say American.
Yeah, like it's just because if you think about the roots and stuff, it's just like I can't accept that, because I was forcefully brought here.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I thought of it like that, but I personally don't like when people call me African American only because I feel like it's a title that the white man gave me, and I just be like,
well,
no,
Black people came up with that.
Oh, well, that's still stupid too.
Wait, let's do it about it.
Speaking of knowing your
it's
roots,
like I think I just haven't looked at it from both sides. It's just like I get it. Like they wanted to be American because it was like, oh, I want to be free. I want to be treated equally. So I like get that.
They're being called colored and Negro, so they
right.
have to pick
I get that. So they had to pick a better name. But I just, I mean, I don't think I really. If somebody says, oh, she's African American, and just like, oh yeah, whatever. But I'm saying, like, if you ask me what I prefer when you address me, is gonna be black. But either way, I don't really care as long as you're not calling me a nigger or a nigga. Then I don't really.
But
care.
I think that's a good point that you brought up. Like back in the day, they were when African American the term was derived, they were escaping from colored and Negro. So I think because even if you look at old videos, it was like it will be black people in a room and it will be white people talking about the Negro or the Negro this or the colored people. And I think African American kind of sounded a little better than the Negro or like the colored person or whatever.
Yeah. Speaking of roots, knowing your roots, Peril says she just said that she's Nigerian.
And
that's because she knows.
She has the privilege to say that.
Right. Michael says, I only know my African roots because my father is from Nigeria. We got Nigerians in the house. Hey. Cousins. But if Peril said, but if someone refers to me as black or African American, I don't make a big deal on it. Michael says, as long as they don't call you nigga, it's good. True. Kelvin says, yeah, I'll be an African American until I trace my roots back to the exact place of my family origins.
My family actually did that.
Really? Oh my God, that's so lucky.
Like, cause I did ancestry. I don't trust it because I just feel like it's But then they have African ancestry too, and I don't know how like accurate that is. But they like my maternal side, my cousins did it, so it traced it back to like 2 different tribes in Nigeria.
That's beautiful.
So you are African.
I mean,
and you got the facts to prove it. You got the receipts.
You better get you put a Nigerian flag in your car. Eric says, black is also just so beautiful. I don't need to clean it up, make it presentable for the white man. Oh, I feel you. That's like my reasoning. Yeah. Black is it. It's in demand. African American beats around the bush for me. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, I don't know. It's been times where you talk, and it's like they trying to be polite.
Yeah.
They're trying to say, like, oh, African American. But it's just like, just say black. It's cool.
Yeah.
Black.
Right.
We got Maria.
Is that
in the comments.
Not Madi, Maria.
Jackie's sister.
Her sister.
Maria. Yeah, she says, I prefer to be addressed as a Latina or Chicana before Hispanic. I feel like Hispanic is a title that the government gave us.
And
so she kind of feels like the same way, like
that.
how we, because I guess they have this new term too, like Latinx. I don't really use it, but I've
heard people use it.
It's supposed to be
it's supposed to be gender neutral, like that. And they explained it to us too, like how it's supposed to, but they don't even use Latinx. But she was just saying like the whole concept behind it, like to kind of take the gender out of it, because people always say Latina or Latino or whatever. So, hey girl.
So she says she prefers to be called
Latina or Chicana before Hispanic. And I guess because remember Jackie was saying that she used to think everybody was Mexican until she realized that she had like friends that weren't Mexican.
So
they
were like
Guatemalan,
getting on us black people for thinking everybody is Mexican. If Jackie is Mexican and thought everybody was Mexican.
When I was younger, I thought
that's why she clarified it for us. She was like, even me growing up, I thought everybody was like Mexican.
I mean,
it's like my friend was like, oh no, I'm Salvadorian or I'm Guatemalan or whatever. Like like. So she like clarified all of that. So she was just saying like basically it really goes like you have to educate yourself on really like what it is.
On culture.
Yeah,
and
on
LA is not a good place to be educated on culture because like anybody, I remember being in school and hearing people saying like I'm not Mexican, and it was like shut up, you are Mexican. And it was just one of those things like that's all we have out here is Mexican.
I dated a Salvadorian in middle school, so I used to always be like, he's not Mexican, he's Salvadorian. Like not like
I'm
not
about
like
to protect my man.
Not like Mexican was bad, but it was just
that's
like,
not what he was.
It wasn't what he was,
right.
And it's like because they're whole different countries, so somebody's putting like a country on you and being like, well, it's the same thing, but it's not. It's like literally like South America,
ignorant,
and it's hard. But it's hard to grasp when you don't understand that about yourself. Just like a lot of people they don't understand black people because they don't have that to understand. So it's hard for us to grasp because it's like, yo, we would just put here and that's what it is. And this is, we can basically pick our names because someone picked African American, someone picked black, and that's what it has been. But they're like, no, my family actually was born in El Salvador or wherever they were born at, and that is why it is. But it's hard to grasp that when you don't have that that upbringing and that background.
But I totally have more respect for people who ask and actually care to know
where they're from.
Like say if for instance, like say if I came up to Maria and I'm saying like, oh, are you Salvadorian or whatever, and she's like, no, I'm whatever, you know what I mean? Like if she corrected me, like I would prefer like a person, especially even if somebody is coming to me, I would prefer for a person to ask me for knowledge versus just being ignorant and trying to like you said, forcing a whole nother country on you that has nothing to do with your background.
It's like when we
anything.
was younger, we was like, well, it's the same thing because we're around mostly Mexicans.
Yeah, because what people don't know,
Latina is the same thing.
Yeah,
but not, like,
you know how many different forms of Spanish there is, like
so
depending
all
on
of
where
them
you're from.
Don't mind being called Latina.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't. It might be different with like European Spanish. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah,
I don't know either.
I just hey, what's up?
Maria
How you doing?
Maria said she once educated. She was educated by an Asian friend when she was younger. She used to say Oriental. Yeah.
I wouldn't want nobody to call me Oriental.
Jimmy said, "Ooh,
Oriental."
No, because my older
like
people say Oriental, and it's so
'Cause
racist
it was
to me. I don't know.
acceptable
Yeah, back then,
back
but still, because that's what white.
It's
people
like saying color.
yeah." Michael said,
Yeah.
"Thinking
It's like
about it,
saying color.
Hispanic sounds racist."
That's
I don't think
racist.
Hispanic sounds
if
racist.
you're from like
If you
Spain
picture a white
or,
person
you know,
saying
like what are you supposed to
Hispanic
say?
is
Like,
from Spain.
No, I'm saying like if I was from like
Oh.
Spain, I would assume someone would say like I'm
Spaniard?
Hispanic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It
Where
don't
did
sound
that
racist
word
to
even
me,
come
but
from?
I don't even
I
know.
don't know.
The government.
Because do they say when you check the census box, does it say Hispanic or does it say Mexican?
This nigga Keith
I
is
can
annoying.
keep talking about. Y'all remember Oriental flavor noodles?
You
But
know,
the
they're
thing-
they're
Oh,
supposed to be
it says
changing the
white.
name of that because that's right. You can't do that.
No, but I thought that it was like okay for things to be like
Called-
Oriental, for things to be described.
I
as
thought Oriental was
objects.
like like an Oriental.
Oh, you just thought it was like
Plant
an
pattern?
actual
Like
like.
No, I knew that they at one point in time called people that, but there's like Oriental design and like
Yeah.
Oriental like flowers or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I look.
I've never called an Asian person Oriental.
Me either.
Yeah.
But I've also gotten corrected before because I would think a person is Asian and they're Chinese. So I've had to
Asian and Chinese is the same thing.
people.
Asian is the umbrella.
Asian, just like
I meant wait.
that you're
where's
like
where's the
Korean
difference?
and Chinese.
No,
Asia is the
yeah.
continent. Chinese is the country. So
Yeah,
they are
so
Asian.
but some people get offended when you call them when they're like, no, I'm Chinese.
When
I'm
you call
not."
them Asian,
Oh,
Yeah,
I ain't
well,
never.
what, you're
They are Asian,
you
though.
live on the continent, so
I don't know.
it's
I've
just
gotten
too.
addressed.
I
It's
got
too
corrected for
complex.
calling deaf people the wrong thing. So
What do you call
Like
them?
I said
nationality and
they're-
ethnicity.
I said hearing impaired. I said I have students that are hearing impaired,
You know
and
supposed to say
somebody was like, "You're supposed to say hard of hearing."
it?
And
Hard
I,
of hearing means you can hear a little bit. It's
and
just
I was
hard
like,
for
I
you
think
to
it's
hear.
hearing impaired and hard of hearing are two different things.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I'm like, and they like literally corrected me, and I'm like, I'm not about to go back and forth with you with what to call deaf people. Like, I'm not.
It's just complicated. I'm just not gonna
It
talk
is.
to people.
I don't try to like guess what Asian people are because I really don't be.
Oh no,
knowing.
you can't. Because I mean, so I was in Asia over the summer, and I went to 5 different countries. And once you go to different countries, you can see how they look differently.
Okay.
But I would never go up to somebody and be like, "Yo, you from Vietnamese?" Like, I wouldn't do that. I would just be like, "Okay, what?" Like, let them tell you where they're from.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm totally with that.
Because sometimes they be mixed. A lot of times it'd be like Asian mixed.
I feel like everybody's mixed in 2019. Ain't no
I'm
purebreds.
not mixed. I'm black.
Ain't no purebreds. I'm sorry.
Anyways, guys.
Are you proud of your? Well, Jazz can go last because I already know her answer. Are you proud of your blackness, and have you always been, Moni?
I am proud of my blackness. I love being black.
Have you always been?
Have I always been? No. when I was a kid, I had that period where I wasn't. But it wasn't because I thought black people were ugly. It might have been something superficial like hair. Like I wanted good hair or something. That for one.
But what is good hair?
I know now that good hair is just conditioned hair that you take care of. Good hair can be across all of the 3A, B, C, 4D, all of that.
I don't know any of those letters and numbers.
Yes, you do, because you know your hair is 4B.
No, I don't know. I still don't know. This things be lying. I be seeing too many tutorials and all the hair be looking the same.
You funny. But
you can tell 4C hair from the rest.
I'm like 4B, 4C mix.
I don't know what I am, but I
somebody
know
diagnosed me.
As
can
what?
y'all diagnose
you're
4A,
4B.
Oh.
What does
Wait,
that
she
mean,
is
though?
or I am?
She is. I can't really tell. I can't
Nobody
say.
can ever tell with my hair.
But yeah, also it was because I felt like, because of where I grew up and the way that I was. I grew up in the hood. Like, if y'all from LA, I went to Gompers.
Oh.
Then you understand, like, what I mean. Yeah. So I was always different because we were really sheltered. So I was, like, quote unquote whitewashed because I used to, like, watch the Disney Channel and talk really popular. I mean, really proper.
Was whitewashed?
And, like in sync and stuff. So I was really different. So at that point, it was, like, it wasn't like I didn't want to be black. It was just that I wanted more black people to accept me because I felt like I wasn't black enough for them.
Oh.
Because I was like, that's
I
the
didn't
only
mean to say
portion.
like that. I was just listening.
Because that's like the only level of me not being proud. But I've always been proud.
What age would you say you got to like where you are now?
You
started moving to where you are now.
I would say probably like when I got to high school, and it was like the cool people was the black people.
Oh. No.
And even more so when I got to college, when you meet black people from different parts of the country, and like they wear their hair different and they dress different and they talk different.
Right.
So it was just like definitely something to be proud of, especially when you're the only black person in the class and you just, I don't know, just that pride.
Mies?
Yes. Wait, what was the question again?
Are you proud of your blackness, and have you always been?
Yes, I'm proud of my blackness. Yeah, I've always been. I can't think of a time when I didn't want to be black. Even though, and I think I told you guys this before, I went to a predominantly like Hispanic. I didn't know what to say. Latino school. And I was like the only black person in the majority of my classes. My graduating class was only 5 black people. So it's just I never wanted to be like another ethnicity, but I was proud to be like one of the only black people, if that makes sense. Because I was different. I didn't look like everybody else.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
It does.
Kelvin, wait, time out. Kelvin said, who walked in and opened the door all wide with them loud ass keys?
It's Jackie.
We got Jackie in the house.
Jackie's here.
Make sure you guys check out her show. It's on Friday nights at 7:30 p.m. Ladies'
Yes,
night.
and it's a party.
The live show.
It literally is a party.
Right?
Oh my gosh, yes, you have a live show coming up. Is it this Friday? This Friday. It's at Lucky Strike in Hollywood.
Oh, that's what's up.
Lucky Strike in Hollywood.
With Soul Full of Noise.
Yes, teaming up with Soul Full
Ooh,
of Noise.
who did your hair, girl? It's cute.
That should be
She got the braids covered out.
epic. If you guys can make it on Friday, come out Lucky Strike in Hollywood.
Yes.
Sorry, we just had that little shameless plug right there. What were you getting ready to say, Moni, about being black?
I forgot.
Okay, well,
yeah.
I've always been proud to be. I mean, I am proud of my blackness, and I've always been proud to be black. I think Jamise was laughing at me one time because before we went to Brooklyn, I purposely got my hair braided, like way before my trip, because I wanted somebody to say something to me reckless at work about my braids. And I got extra blonde braids, and I had shells and all kind of stuff going on in my hair because I like definitely wanted somebody to say something to me. That's how proud I am to be black. Mainly because, okay, so I used to have this like issue with my mom where she would be like, oh, you can't wear your hair like this. This is not professional. Like she would talk about me having my hair a certain kind of way to go to work or to go to an interview or whatever, saying it's not professional. I'm like, why are braids not professional?
Right.
It's not like flaming hot Cheeto red or pink or blue or whatever. Not to say that, you you can't wear your hair like that. If that's what you want to do, cool. But like for me, it's just like I wouldn't hire nobody that come in a corporate office with purple hair. Because I'm like, why is your hair purple? It's distracting. To me, that's unprofessional. Or if it's untamed
like
or
wild,
shedding everywhere.
non-natural colors.
Yeah, like yeah.
If it stink, if it's
shedding everywhere.
dandruff.
White people shed.
So
I'm
you're
not
not
trying
gonna
to-
hire a white person?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like if
God,
you're
can you
no, oh my god, this is why I can't talk to Jess.
my God.
No,
I mean,
I'm saying-
hey, if you ain't gonna hire a white person,
to
I'm
me,
here for it. They can
to
hire it
me,
everywhere else.
when you see, okay, so for instance, when you get hired at a job, right, and then they give you like your employee handbook, and it gives you rules on what professional or what acceptable hair is in the working environment.
Right.
It would be something that's neatly you know, put into something, or it has to be neatly like pulled back into a ponytail, or like, you know, tamed, like braided neat, like it just has to look neat and presentable.
Right.
But I mean, if you come in with red hair, that's distracting. If you're trying to conduct a business deal and your hair is red, they're gonna be looking like, why is your hair red? Whether you white, black, pink, purple, it doesn't matter.
I
like
don't
what color you
talk.
are. But
I don't do the hair talk because, like, they're quick to put us in that seat. So
Right.
I can't sit in on, oh, you should have your hair like this. You should have your hair like that. Like, my hair is like the color that it is, whatever color this is. And like so many people would say your hair is not neatly tamed, or it's not pulled back, or it's not whatever.
even if you wear it in a natural state, though, like as long as it's not like.
But I'm saying that's
stinky or
from you.
anything like
But most
that.
of the people that we speaking to in corporate are white people that don't have hair like us. So it's like,
Right.
I don't sit in on those conversations or be like, well,
Right.
you shouldn't do this, because I'm like, in the same pamphlet they can talk about I can't have my natural hair, and they've been doing that. So I'm like,
Yeah,
when
see,
it comes to like the
and-
red, whatever
right.
you're doing, I can't. I wouldn't say nothing because I don't want nobody to say nothing to me.
Well, I said something because my mother used to tell me that braids weren't professional, or you can't get your hair too long. That's not professional. Or don't wear it like this. That's not professional. Like, why are braids not professional if that's like, this is like an ethnic style that I've known all of my life. You
Yeah.
sent me to school like this growing up. You sent me I got my hair braided in high school. So why is it now not acceptable in the corporate world? So I purposely got my hair braided, and I literally, my braids was longer, was down past my butt, and I went to
They
work,
were
and I
past your
dared
butt.
somebody to say something to me about it. Like,
Recently,
this was last
Did
year,
anyone-
year before
last
last.
summer?
Did anyone say anything about it?
My boss asked if he could touch it, and he was like, "Wow, did it hurt? Like, oh, how long did it take?
They
What
just
type of
be
hair
so
do you use?" Like, they
ignorant.
asked.
I don't work with people like that.
But I don't
They
understand
just
why white people
compliment
act
me
like
and keep
they
it
don't get their
pushing.
hair braided. Like,
do they?
yeah,
Some do.
Like the French braids, whatever they call them.
Boxer
Yeah,
braids.
The box braids or French
Box-
braids?
Boxer braids.
Yeah.
But no, like, stuff. I don't like that a black woman who wears her hair in a protective style or in its natural state is considered not professional. But like, a person of non-melanin can come in with pink hair, and it's okay. But it sheds everywhere. Or it's like, or her hair is super long. Like, if we were to come in with a long weave, they would say that's unprofessional.
I don't work with white people, but white people's hair just be shedding, like, because she keeps saying that. So
I
I'm
don't
like,
know what she's getting at.
they just be walking
But-
through the hallway
but
shedding hair.
Granted, my friend who is Vietnamese, she dyed her hair a color, and they told her that she had to.
What color was it?
I forgot. I think
Switch
it was
it
like
back.
red or something.
because it's
But
not
they were-
a natural hair color.
or she wanted to, and then she couldn't, or I think she had to like hide it because it was like an under
What?
color, so she kind of had to hide
Oh.
it. Stephanie,
Wow.
you guys know her, but yeah. But
And
she
that's
works.
crazy
She
to
works in a hospital, so it's a little bit different. So.
Yeah, you gonna give them people. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna. Let me not be ignorant today.
But yes, all in all, I'm very proud of my blackness, and I've never had an issue with my blackness at all.
They don't say nothing to me at work.
I work with all black.
I work with a variety of
She said I work with all black.
people, but they're like,
I do for the most part. It's
They
no
know
white
what
Michael
people.
said, "I'm the real last Black Panther." No, I'm not a Black Panther.
Corporate is so different now. Tattoos used to be unprofessional.
They
too.
did,
Sure.
and
They
I
were.
have bosses that have like sleeves.
Yeah.
But they have to cover it, of course. But like they have sleeves, and nobody be tripping on them.
There's a picture of my coworker on our job website with tattoos out, and I was
You know
like, that's
what?
pretty cool.
I honestly think
That's
it
pretty
depends.
cool.
It depends on the type of corporate that you're in, though. Because granted, we have some clients where you have to look the part. They don't even care if you have skills. If you look like how everybody else look like they gonna hire you.
Yeah.
Sad to say, but it's true.
That's the only time we dress up.
And you
when
can't have
we go out.
tattoos and crazy looking hair and all. You got to have the Superman slick back haircut. Like ain't no Harry Potter scars on the face. You know, clean nails. For real, like that's what they look for. But then, like for instance, like at my job, it's like we're basically like kind of like sales, so it's like laid back. You know what I mean? But we're still corporate. So as long as you have like your tattoos covered up as much as you can, and you ain't tatted all up from the neck down, and people, you know, feel like you have some type of something about yourself, then you know they don't like really like trip on you. But there are still some companies where they're very, very, very strict on their policies, and
Yeah.
there's some cities that still get away with doing certain things too, because how the law is set up, it's like certain laws only count in LA. So for instance, if something is in Torrance, although it's Los Angeles County, Torrance has his own county, so they could do whatever they want to do. They can pay you as much as they want to pay. They can have their own restrictions, because the law, the actual laws, if the address is not LA, they don't have to really go by the LA law. So it's still a lot of companies that like go by certain things. Like a job that I was gonna get, they made me cut my nails, but that's when my nails were like really, really long. Remember the property management job? They were like, yeah, we want you to have the job, but we need you to cut your nails for professional purposes. Like they can do that.
Yeah, they could.
They
I couldn't
can
wear
do
nails
that.
at Pinkberry, but that was for like.
That's sanitary
Yeah.
wise,
All of
because it's
that.
like food and stuff. But yeah, it is what it is. Granted to say, I wasn't finna cut my nails. But you know,
So we're gonna get back to these questions, but let's jump into the trending topics.
what do you want to talk about, Money?
This story I actually have not heard.
Wait, what's happening?
We're jumping into trending topics.
Why? I'm confused. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We're gonna get back to the questions. There's only.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah. Hey. Hello there.
Sorry, I can't
Live
see.
audience.
I can't see from where I am.
Oh, you can't read from that angle?
No.
Okay, so white police officer forces black girl out of her car. Oh, the hashtag of the day is everyday and everything black, question mark. White police officer forces black girl out of her car because of expired tags and makes her walk home in the cold. Oh, I did see that.
Yeah, while mocking
Oh,
her.
he needs to be in jail.
So
I seen that video.
rewind. This person. Ooh, I'm trying to work on my wording. This man, Devil Child, has been convicted of a crime before, and he was still on the force. I'm so confused, because had that been a black man, niggas would have not had a job. Period. Sorry, Jackie. Like, they just wouldn't have had a job.
Yeah, why'd you say sorry, Jackie?
Because she don't like the N-word.
Oh.
Wait, we can't say the N-word?
I can say it. I'm gonna say it, but I'm just apologizing for
Why are you
Jackie,
apologizing to Jackie?
because I know she don't like the word. But if it had it been a black man, like, he definitely would have lost his job. So supposedly this dude had already been in trouble in the past for assault with a deadly weapon on like his girlfriend or something. Like, he shot his gun right next to her face before, and like had like some type of battery charge and something, and they just gave him like, I think like a misdemeanor or suspension from work or something, but he could stay on the force, some weird stuff. Now you have this girl, she gets pulled over for expired tags. Like, okay, get her car towed, or let her call for a ride, or give her a ticket or whatever. But you made her walk home in the cold,
Give her
and
a
as you're
ticket.
but as you're recording her, you know how cold it is on the East Coast right
And
now.
he put the black girl magic hash.
He put this is
filter,
black girl
yeah.
magic or whatever, and then he was like, bye Felicia, oh, a damn shame, like saying all this stuff as he's recording on
No, that
Snapchat
shit
her
pissed me
walking
off.
home in the cold. And I was like, I would have fought. This would have been the day I would have died. Like, I definitely would have fought this thing. Like, we
I
would've been
heard
fighting.
that they. Well, I don't know. It was
I think
Twitter
he got,
spectators.
Administrative.
Fuck an administrative
Yeah.
leave, nigga. Go to jail, no get out of jail free card. Like, pay
Do
all
not
the fucking fines.
$200.
Don't collect $200. Like, what
Don't
is all
get
of
to
this
pass go.
administrative leave shit? Like, bro,
Right.
you can't be trusted. You already got off scot-free by doing something else to your own girlfriend, and now this is what you're doing. Like, what if that girl would have died? It's been people dying in the cold over there, and you made her walk home in the cold over some expired tags?
No, that's messed up. There was people on Twitter saying like, oh, like he offered her a ride and like she refused.
He ain't do shit.
I mean, we really don't know that, but
We
even
don't
if he,
know, but I'm not getting in the car with no white man either in a uniform.
I was just
so
about to say that.
whatever.
Yeah, so that was another point that was made. It's like, yeah, she denied it because she didn't fucking feel safe because she would have ended up like Sandra Bland. So it was just a fucked up situation.
And then look at how he was treating her, like the stuff he was saying while he was recording her walking home. Like, yeah, I wouldn't have got in a car with him either.
Right. True.
Fucking trust no white man in a police outfit.
Oh man.
Anyways,
White boy who raped 1-year-old baby on video gets no jail time.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
I didn't
so
see that one.
so this is trending. He basically had a video of him raping the 1-year-old black baby girl, and he's not getting any jail time for it. He's just gonna get off scot-free.
How old is he?
It don't fucking matter how old he is.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to figure
No,
out
I know, but
why.
He's a
I don't know.
teenager?
I don't know.
He's a
Yeah.
teenager, right?
I don't know. I don't know how old he
Where
is.
did he get access to a black baby?
I don't know if he was like.
That's not
He went
funny,
to the
but-
black baby.
I
Okay, that's not
stuff.
funny. That's not.
I don't know. I don't know if it was somebody he knew. If he was like
Had to be.
Like a daycare or
babysitting
something.
Yeah.
or daycare
I'm
or
interested in no
freaking
white
or
person with my
anything.
kids. I'm
or
sorry.
anything. So I.
I'm just not.
So I don't want people to think that I'm racist because I'm not. I have white people that I'm hella cool with. I'm not. I have white people that I'm cool with, but they also know
That's
how
like
I feel
I'm
about
not
people.
racist.
Be
I
like,
have
got
white
black
friends.
friends.
I think it's different though. But yeah,
But
that's
I don't say that I have
White
white
people
friends to
live
validate. I'm really not.
differently.
People are racist.
You just did.
he was like, yeah, kind of.
Okay, well.
Well,
I'm
she
not
said they
racist.
know how she feels. So.
Yeah, they do. I talk to them about
White
like,
people don't be like, my black friends know that I'm racist. Like they
True.
just, they be
Yeah.
like, I have black.
I
friends
mean,
and
some
they-
white people be fed up.
all
with
of
white
all
people,
of
too.
the all of the friends that I have that are white, they know what's up. Like they know like stuff is not equal. They know stuff is not the same for both me and
I mean,
them.
you have to
like,
be ignorant
and they
to not
speak,
see.
but they speak. They're not the type to stay quiet when stuff is going on. Is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like they're not participating in the problem. Like they don't not say something when they see something happening. Like for instance, one of my homegirls, Katie, we were at work. I think I told you guys about the black girl who was like having a seizure on the ground, the security guard at my job. And the paramedics was just like walking in like they was just strolling into lunch or something. They took forever to get there. I was like, oh, y'all should have said it was a white female on the ground so she can get some fucking help. Because I don't know how long she was, there. But my white friends like said something like, why are y'all not doing that? Why are y'all asking her questions when she's clearly incoherent? Like, like they don't. And then they were even saying too, like, you know what? It's so sad that if it was a white person, they definitely would have got here faster. They're literally around the corner.
And
It
they
took them 20 minutes.
ask, and I've called
They do ask.
911 before because I was driving home and like literally maybe a block away from me, it was a man like laid in the street and he was like not moving, and I'm like where he was, it was like if you turn and you like not looking for a second, you could have hit him.
Mm-hmm.
And I called and they were just like, is he Hispanic, black, white or Asian or something? And I like paused and I'm like,
Why does it matter?
I don't know. And I didn't question him, but I was just like, I don't know. And he was just like, oh, you can't see him? And I'm like, it's dark and he's on the ground. Like, so I was just like, I don't know. Why do you need that information to know that you
But
need
I
to
know that
save
they asked
somebody?
because it was a white man who actually called the paramedics for her, and he was like, "Oh yeah, she's African American." About like they ask all those
But
questions,
it's
and
like,
I never
what-
understood why that
that
matters.
should be a last
They ask
question
too
that they
many
ask.
questions.
But
They
you
asked-
shouldn't ask that.
they
If you're
asked
not
you
asking
to
my
I-
social security, why do you need to know what
They ask to
race
like
I am?
identify once they come, so they have a description of them. But that should be last. You should be like, okay, we got somebody coming.
Or what do they have on? Because
Yeah.
you could be like,
That's
oh,
true.
they're
That's very true.
they're white and they be Hispanic. You'd be like, oh, I'm not gonna save you because they told me that it's a
Yeah.
white person. You know,
yeah,
like
Right.
they should ask like, oh, can you
I don't even
describe
think it's a
them?
question. Like I was just so shocked. Like if somebody's in an emergency and you want me to tell you what race I am, like
Yeah.
in this climate, for what?
Yeah, no, wow. predominantly black inmates in freezing cold conditions in jail in Brooklyn. I'm pretty sure everybody has seen what's been going on there. They pretty much just turned off all the power in this one specific jail in Brooklyn. I heard it happen in some other jails, but I haven't seen any footage of it. But you just hear all the inmates like yelling and like hitting on the thing. And then Meek Mill was saying that he's been in that jail before where they like wouldn't turn the air on. Like it was just heat. Like you just in there sweating.
That
like,
is very sick.
And I was reading some of the comments under the video, and you know, some people are gonna troll, and somebody's like, oh, these people have done heinous crimes, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, cool, but they're still human, and a lot of those people in those jails haven't done heinous crimes,
Right.
and it doesn't matter what fucking crime they did, you still can't torture somebody.
Right.
Like, what gives you the right to torture somebody? That's not cool.
Yeah.
And they're in freezing cold like they in cement and cold. I believe the what you call the
They said it was 33 degrees in that jail.
33 degrees in that jail.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And they're just letting them sit there. I think Yandy got maced too when she was out there like protesting.
Yandy
They showed
and Tamika D. Mallory and my son, they're like really big activists. So they've been out there, and I follow Tamika Mallory like heavy. I don't agree with everything that she does, but she's been out there. She's like a really dope activist, but she's been out there just advocating for the prisoners, and she's been getting a lot of like celebrities to be on the team with her.
Yeah.
So that's
it's
really dope.
It's really sad, and I was getting mad at some of the people that was like talking like, "Oh, nobody cares." Like, what about the homeless people on the street? Like, bitch, shut the fuck up.
We care about them
clearly,
too.
Clearly,
like,
that's sad too. They were like, "Oh, homeless people on the street is freezing. It's sad too." I'm like, but we're talking about this specific fucking video
and
right
what are
now.
we gonna do? Turn the heater up in the world and
we
don't have anywhere to turn the heat up. But
like,
I mean, they are being protected by the government, and the government needs to be accountable for that. They are, they're the product of that. So I think that's why you can't control homeless people, because they are homeless and there's no building to put heat in for them.
Right.
And even like the homeless people who had like propane tanks and all that, they were getting taken away. So why are people sitting here trolling, talking about, oh, we need to help the homeless, when you're taking away their source of heat? Like, it doesn't make any type of sense. Like,
it's all of it is crazy, but people just really irritate me with the trolling and stuff. Moral of the story, like, it doesn't matter if somebody has done a crime or not, you still can't treat a human being like that. Like, they still have to live. Like, and then my main thing too is like, do you really think that everybody in that jail deserves to be in jail? You know how many people are wrongfully locked up?
Right.
Like, that's crazy. But anyways, recap on Black History on Black History Month Nickelodeon.
Did we address it as Black History Month? That should have been the thing that we started with. Shout out to Black people. It's Black History Month.
I don't care. Every month is Black History.
It is, but
I don't know why they give us the shortest fucking month of the year.
Well, we love our mama every day, but we still celebrate Mother's Day.
I think it's cool to celebrate it, but I mean, I understand what you're saying. Like,
I
don't really put like Happy Black History Month, but I'm gonna indulge in all the festivities.
I am
while
too.
it is.
I'm gonna be black as hell.
But I was about to say I'm Black as hell every month. But I don't know if you guys saw the Nickelodeon commercial, but I don't ever remember seeing this commercial as a kid. But Nickelodeon aired like a.
I remember that commercial.
I don't remember it. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe because I was always watching Disney Channel or something. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But they had a Black History Month and commercial for Nickelodeon. You could tell how old it is. It was for sure like in the 90s. Mm-hmm. But it literally named stuff that we use every day. They were like, oh, without I think it said African Americans, didn't it? Without African American history, we wouldn't have lights and railroads, no White House. Like, it had this whole thing, peanut butter, chips, traffic lights. Like, it was showing like everything.
Open heart surgery.
And so and I'm like, dang, this is crazy. Like, Nickelodeon was really like on they shit. Like,
Nickelodeon was black as hell in the 90s. If you think about it, all that Kenan and Kel, Cousin Skeeter.
Yeah,
I really think that they like. I don't know what they had going on, but it was just like
it ain't like that no more.
It ain't like that no more. And when you look back, it's like, damn, like it was really black. It was a good time for us growing up to see ourselves on TV.
For sure.
Not only that, but like the basic channels. Remember when they had like TGIF Fridays, and it would be like Moesha, the Parkers, the Hughleys, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I appreciated that Nickelodeon commercial, even though I was late getting on. I was like, oh yes, tell them people that be trying to act like they don't know, living in the house that we built. Fuckheads. Anyways, 21 Savage is actually British? ? I don't know how true that is. I did hear his mom.
He confirmed it.
Oh, okay. But is he illegal?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why they took him.
Oh. Well, I don't know. I don't trust just what the white people say.
We were talking about that at
I
work,
didn't know.
though.
That's why I
Yeah,
said,
he confirmed it.
Yeah.
He brought out his birth certificate.
Oh, that's sad.
I don't like.
I don't like
everybody
that.
else talking
I don't
about
like
him.
that people made jokes though, because that's just not cool.
Because they were coming for Demi Lovato, because I guess Demi Lovato was like a drug addict or whatever, or used to be. And they were like, well, you need to go do your drugs or whatever. And she was like, I can't believe these people are saying it to me. But it was like, you just made fun of somebody that because they aren't from America,
right?
And you made fun, but they're taking.
No, I do.
I wouldn't
even that bad.
I wouldn't.
But
make
you
fun
know
of
the
her.
fucking internet.
I wouldn't make fun of her like being on drugs and stuff because she almost died.
Two different things.
But it's like, don't sit up here. You gotta show
make a
grace
joke.
where you want grace to be shown. Don't sit up here and be talking about people when 2 months ago we was over here praying for your drug addict behind to get out of them drugs that she was using. So take your grace and hand it out very wisely.
I feel like she tried too soon to be a part of the cool club, but because she didn't make the joke, she was just like, LOL, the memes are funny, and then they was like, yo, crackhead ass. They
just went
but
crazy.
you know how the internet is.
But I was upset about everybody that made a joke about that. Like even because it's not anything to joke about. Like even if it wasn't 21 Savage, like you have to remember all these other people that are being ripped apart from their children. Their children are being put in cages, or they're macing people that are trying to come over here. They're macing like little kids and children. Children are dying in the care of ICE, or ICE, whatever the hell you want to call it.
And when it's a black man, it's jokefully funny. But when it's Hispanics or I don't know what word, Latin people, it's something that we should be coming together for, and we should be standing up, and everybody needs to sign petitions. Or when it's 21 Savage, we all up on the internet joking about it, and it's like, but nobody jokes when it's the other people. So I'm like, I don't think it's. I mean, granted, what I did think was funny was like people talking about like, yo, we did not know you were from the UK. Not necessarily.
That's the only part that I thought was funny.
Yeah, not necessarily joking that he's not he's being taken away, but
him being.
I think it
I
is
thought it was funny when
ironic.
they said, "Oh, he tried to tell us," when he was like, "Oh, my cup of tea
and crumpets." I thought that was funny. It was just shocking that he's fucking from the UK and his whole time
lied about it the whole time
from Atlanta. He's from Atlanta. He been here since he was 12, but he never said. I was born in the UK.
I mean, his manhood was developed in Atlanta, so I can see why he has an attachment to that. But is his
mom gonna get arrested too? I'm not trying to be funny.
Is his mom out here?
Yeah.
But is she illegal?
Is she out here?
I don't know.
Is she illegal?
I don't know. Why would you not get your son legalized? Why would you be legal and not get your child?
I mean, there's a whole bunch of people who are not legal in California, in America.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just one of those things that just go over your head. And they just happened to be one of those families that just was like. I'm pretty sure they didn't think.
I think they're just trying to make an example out of him.
I think so
they
too.
did because his visa expired in 2006. He had a 1-year visa,
and he's a black man,
right?
So black men are targeted.
He's been in trouble with the law, so now all of a sudden y'all like, wait a minute.
Oh, in 2019,
you're from the UK.
Yeah.
Was that your UK accent?
From
the UK.
No, but it just annoys me, especially seeing 21 Savage getting better at rapping and being more mature with his shit. I don't know if y'all know this or listen to his music.
Yeah, that's why I feel like
conscious.
Yeah, he's becoming a little bit more conscious. So now all of a sudden they're like, oh,
once you stop cooning, they come for you.
Yeah, and he did a show recently. Yeah,
you didn't unsign your coon agreement. Bring that ass back here, boy.
Because
no, for real.
Yeah.
He did a show where he added a verse and he said something about immigration, about that's fucked up that people being taken away from their kids or their kids being taken away from them. And then it's 2 days later.
They're not going to like when you're doing something that is going to uproar the more we're Moors. Imagine if we just all collectively got on the same page and you trying to help that. Oh, no, nigga, we can't have that. Now we got to make you an example. Sorry, Jackie. So it's just like, no, they're not finna be going for that.
Yeah. People are in the comments. Keith is talking shit, of course.
Of course he is. Here, let me
he got deported to London now. He's good now.
He
But
said
I
black
just
people
wanna
wait
get
for
the
his
same
black
treatment,
people
like,
until February.
Family.
The same treatment like Justin Bieber got when he was freaking drunk, crashing into people, and everybody was just like, "Oh,
you know that was my
whatever.
dad's friend that he ran over that worked
Justin
for TMZ.
Bieber."
Really?
Yeah,
Because Justin Bieber's what is he, Canadian?
White.
Yeah, he's Canadian.
He's
so
white.
he can just be out here acting reckless and nothing happens.
Is he? I wonder, is he on a visa or
He's
is
probably
he?
on a
No,
like,
this
a
is it. Let me
sponsorship
tell
or
you. Let me
something.
tell you. Justin Bieber is white. That's what it is.
No, yeah.
What about Drake
that's
though?
No, he's
Is
like-
Drake a
too,
U.S.
like,
citizen?
No.
Drake is light skinned.
Drake is not. None of them.
he has dual
And Canadian.
citizenship. I heard
No, but they said Drake be like
he goes back
getting
and forth.
his visa renewed or whatever.
Yeah.
Drake is like smart, but Drake has been in the game for a minute.
long time.
So he had white people kind of, like helping him out since he was on Degrassi. So Drake had to make sure he was good. So I think he's been in the game longer. So I think he's been a little more strategic with his stuff. 21 Savage, he's 21 Savage
Black.
21.
and black.
21. You so stupid. Somebody said roast her ass. That was Michael.
I think when I was talking about that.
He said, I'm just here to clear the air and share perspective through my learning.
We still don't care if it was a white person that extended it or not. Like, thank you for
He's on
shortening
a
my
whole
slave
roll.
sentence. Like,
Oh my gosh.
and you
He
still
said-
put me in slavery.
He said it used to only be a week, and believe it or not, a white person extended it to a month.
Okay, thank you. Where are our
Good for them.
reparations? Since you want to extend months. and
Where my
stuff.
mule at?
Can they get? That's what I'm. Where's my fucking acres and where's my mule? I don't
just
give a
give me
fuck what it
some money.
equates to today.
That's
Run
That's
me
a good
my
hashtag.
shit.
Where my mule
Like,
Might
at?
be a few dollars.
I'm just here to
And mule
clear
will
the
be a
air.
car though, so you can give me a car.
If we built the White House, why is white? Why we can't paint it black? We built that shit.
I mean, they were slaves,
Like a
so they
matte
didn't
black.
really have nothing.
I'm just saying, like, y'all wouldn't have shit if it wasn't for us. Like, you better give us a what the fuck? I don't give a fuck this month.
Wait, can somebody explain what? Did
Why
y'all
do
have
y'all
a
not care about Black
conversation
History Month?
about?
I know I do care about Black History Month, but I'm just saying, like, I don't like what people only celebrate it for, like, for this month. Like, always just go all out. Like, why don't we celebrate our blacklist throughout the whole year? Like, why is it only like so much like extra stuff? Like, even when we have the even when they do the thing at the Carson Park, you know what I'm talking about? How they have like
at
all the
Anderson,
at Mills.
the Jazz Festival.
at Mills. No, not the Jazz
Mills?
Festival, but they have like this. It's
In February,
no.
Juneteenth?
They have it. They actually have it in June, huh?
We should start
But they do.
celebrating that.
But they do events like that in February, and it's just like where they bring like real actual cotton that was in the field and all this other stuff. Like,
You got
why-
me fucked up.
Wait, what?
Cotton.
They bring it to educate you, like to show you what it is that they
Oh,
have to pick.
I thought-
know what
I thought
they
they-
went through the roof.
I
I'm
thought they
like,
bring
whoa.
cotton and then it's like
no
black people. Remember your roots? Like,
No.
no.
Wait, you thought white people was bringing cotton? I mean, cotton?
No, I didn't know who, but just like what?
No,
I don't want to be around
But
no cotton.
She
I'm
said you
just-
got me fucked up. Everybody was
Like,
quiet.
whole tone.
Let's pick cotton. Let's pick cotton for fun.
No,
like,
but I'm just saying, like, it's just like I don't like that they make like everybody be like, oh, Black History Month.
Well,
like,
it
okay,
was,
well, I'm black every
it
fucking
was-
day. Fuck
I mean,
you.
I think we have to look back in context, like back in history. The person, whoever was the one that came up with the week, did it because I guess somebody. It's two people's birthdays. I think one is Lincoln, which is I'm not gonna get into that, but it's somebody else, another black person, and they did that to kind of celebrate them and everybody. I don't know who the white person was that extended it to a month.
I don't care who. it
But
is.
yeah, I don't really care either. I don't think it matters, but I think when you look at our ancestors and how much they came from and what that month meant to them, from coming from slavery and being 3/5 of a person to actually being recognized for a month, I think for us black people, it's like, yeah, this is something that is, 365 for us. Because I had somebody come at me and was like, oh, here you go on your Black History Month high horse or whatever. And I'm like, you don't know who I am. Like, I'm this way 365 days out the year, 12 months, out the year. Like, it ain't nothing. But I think it's something where, like, we get recharged in a way, for the next 11 months that are coming. But we should definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that nobody should celebrate it or whatever. I just feel like don't just hop on the bandwagon and be happy about your blackness just for the month of February is all I'm saying, because that's what people be doing.
Yeah,
And I
especially
don't
black
happy
people.
about it
Black
all the
people need
time.
to be checked. Y'all need to be
Yeah.
more prideful
I
about who
don't
it is that y'all
like
are.
that shit. Two more trending topics. So one, White Neck is back in jail. So the white man has revoked his bail because he was getting popular on Instagram and sent that nigga back to jail
You can never be
because he
great.
petty. Can't never be great. Like,
Never mind.
I didn't know you could just revoke somebody's bail.
When you
Do
black,
you pay the
you
fucking
can-
money
you
back?
get to
Like,
do whatever
violated?
it is.
No, he didn't do nothing. You know what he did? He was getting paid from Instagram.
That's
Taking
fucked up.
pictures of people.
That's fucked up.
That's
I mean,
what happened.
we gotta stop being surprised when
I'm not
stuff starts
surprised. I'm
happening
upset.
to black people, or
I'm
even stop
upset.
being upset. We gotta just get to a point where it's like
So
it's 'cause we black and they white. that's just what it is.
No, that's just not cool. And the last thing, I put Super Bowl up there. I just put Super Bowl because I just feel like the white man always wins and cheats to win. However
wasn't
they
even
do it.
supposed to be
Okay,
watching the
wait a
Super
minute,
Bowl.
wait a minute.
I barely watched it, but because
Shayna is on some
you
other
said-
shit today.
No, what do you mean?
Don't
Tom
like
Brady
it.
and the owner of the Patriots is best
No.
friends with Donald Trump. And you think the
Every-
ref wasn't paid off?
Yeah,
why was
'cause
Tom
the
Brady?
white
Why
man.
was Tom Brady next to the ref every play? Oh, and the ref was, I got it.
I
What you
wasn't
got?
paying that much
What do you?
attention to
What do
the
you
game,
have?
honestly.
What do you
Did
have?
you watch the game, Mies?
Barely.
What do you have?
Y'all
that you get?
watched the game?
I watched.
Niggas
you
is
wanna-
supposed to be
you wanna-
boycotting the
yeah,
NFL.
we were supposed to-
Right.
boycotting
Okay.
the
First
NFL.
of all, do you wanna know how many calls the Patriots got the whole game?
I don't know.
One.
We supposed to be boycotting.
One.
We
They
supposed to
got
be
one
boycotting.
flag. One fucking
I
flag,
was
and then we
sick,
got
so I
these
was not
coon
paying
head ass niggas playing on the Patriots. The Patriots wouldn't be shit without the niggas on that team. Period.
I don't. Oh,
Oh,
Shayna's into sports.
yeah.
I am, and I'm mad. I'm mad that all of
I'm
this
like,
is just
calls?
all about the money, and all he care about is y'all coon asses running the ball and getting him paid and winning,
But
cheating to win.
But we
Super
were
Bowls.
supposed to be boycotting the NFL.
We were supposed to be.
I didn't watch the
boycotting,
NFL the whole year. I just wanted to see how bad they was gonna cheat.
So
and it
you
was so bad.
that's like a relapse. So you a drug addict and you started doing
I
crack
was,
Bravado.
at the end of the year.
I was actually surprised that Chloe and Haley did the.
I didn't
I
even know
was
they
too.
did that.
I
I
feel
didn't
a way
even know
about
that
Beyonce
until
posting,
somebody
too.
told me. I didn't even know that they opened it, but they said that this was like the lowest views that the Super Bowl has ever had for one.
Yeah.
And then
And y'all added
Because
to
nobody
it. Could have
then-
been lower.
Nobody wanted to see the Patriots win.
and then number
Yeah.
number two, the shit was trash, and nobody cared about Travis Scott or what the fuck he was talking about.
All
Huh?
the black people that performed.
They had a party of the.
Oh, they was hurt about the Saints loss. Like,
But I'm like, would they have been boycotting it if the Saints were in the Super Bowl?
No.
So please sit down and be quiet.
That's true.
No,
Yeah,
They
I
wouldn't
boycotted. I stuck with it. I didn't watch.
they wouldn't have.
I
This
came
is the
for the
second
food.
year.
Really, it was really just about the hot wings. The
We
whole
gotta
time.
do better. We gotta do better. We gotta stick together.
I don't-
as black people.
We could have turned.
I
the
don't
TV
think
off and
I've
just
really
ate hot
truly
wings.
boycotted anything. Actually, no, I did boycott a few things for a while until they fixed it. Supposedly fixed it.
fix what?
Like I boycotted Chick-fil-A for like months
For what?
because they were talking about support the blue when they were killing black people.
Oh,
Were
I don't
they?
really eat Chick-fil-A.
Yes, they had shirts talking about support the blue. Like, oh, so you like killing niggas? Okay, like no, fuck your chicken.
Well,
and
because
your
they're
fries.
white Christians.
I know gay people that still fuck with Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
What you think they poison gay people?
No,
No,
they
they don't
don't.
like-
Their
I mean,
Christian
I know,
views
but
don't.
I was just like, why? I mean,
because the same way
yeah,
where
I was,
you,
I was. Oh, okay.
if you what?
what you say?
I was just
think,
like, does the chicken taste different? I don't know.
No, because the same way you were gonna boycott because they said support the blues. Chick-fil-A doesn't believe in
Yeah.
Oh,
gay,
right, true. Well,
gay
yeah,
lifestyle.
Okay. But yeah, so all of that Super Bowl is whack as fuck. And
So
fake as
let's
fuck.
try again next season, y'all, to boycott
I
the
don't watch
NFL
Football.
and not watch it at
Janice
all.
doesn't watch television,
Even
so she don't
during the
count.
Super Bowl. Do not go to Super Bowl parties. Let's try to start a new
Oh
trend.
no, I'm not missing out on free
next
food.
year.
My dad made home stuff.
Girl, go to McDonald's and go get you a dollar McChicken
McDonald's.
No,
or something. Like it's the Super
my
Bowl.
dad made homemade chili cheese fries, and
Okay, so
Oh, them
take it
shits
to
look
go.
good.
they were good.
I made some homemade spinach and artichoke dip, and let me tell y'all, that shit was so
wow,
fucking
then you
good.
didn't even give me none.
I'll make y'all some because that shit
It's
was
not gonna
too
be
good.
as good as the first batch.
No, it will. I think I could. Put
She remembered the recipe.
Yeah. Boycott Empire Power and mega churches.
said
What are
that?
you talking?
Don't.
Guess.
Empire,
Okay, never
power,
mind.
and mega churches. How is that list composed of?
I don't even
I don't
know
know.
why we are friends with Keith.
I know Keith be trolling. Keith is a
He's the ultimate troll.
Oh, it's some Tom Brady friends in the comments.
I don't understand how black people are Tom Brady friends.
I don't
either.
understand how black people are
Fans.
Patriot fans.
Period.
The last time I watched the Super Bowl, Atlanta was in the Super Bowl, and the Patriots beat them. And I felt like
You can say
white
that for a lot of
supremacy won again.
The Patriots are cheaters, so fuck them. Anyways,
Game time.
What are we playing?
We're playing For the Culture.
Oh, okay, great.
You have games. Wait.
This bitch said great like it wasn't her idea. Anyways, okay, so this is a really cool game. It's similar to Heads Up. It's a trivia game, like a I gotta guess the word type of thing. It's made by someone,
Someone you don't remember, black.
yeah, and it's meant for Black culture.
It's,
It's made by somebody like
A black
like
person?
us,
Yeah.
like not
And it's
big
called For the
corporate. It
Culture.
was like somebody created this, so it's called For the Culture.
I'll find it. It was on
Oh.
the French version.
Yeah. And who wants to do the guessing?
I'll do the guessing.
And you guys in the comments, you guys could play too. So, we're going to do
What
girl
topic
talk.
did you? Oh, okay.
Let's do girl
So it's gonna be everything black. So
Yeah.
it's not like America Heads Up. It's like literally just shit
Well, she
that
said
black
for the
people would say.
culture.
Mhm. It's For the
I
Culture.
know,
It's
I
an
was
app. Download it in your app store.
Okay.
It's
It's an app.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Turn your screen this way, and then I
She's
forgot.
saying
Is
it
it
like
down?
people can see us.
Is it down?
Turn your screen this way.
What am I doing?
You gotta
Oh,
put
I
it on your
gotta put
forehead.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So it's when.
When you put somebody here when you don't really like him, like that.
Friend zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Oh,
No.
No, like
down.
do it hard.
Okay,
Yeah,
there you
there
go.
you
Oh, you don't wear
You
these.
sew it in.
weaves.
Yeah. Brunch.
Besties.
Drinking.
Mimosas.
Hella. Okay.
Shout out to Brunch with Besties.
Brunch with besties.
Victoria's Secret. What's another name?
Then I was about to say, don't want no
Thongs?
man.
No,
with the
another name
Lingerie?
for their company.
It's
Pink.
like
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, girl, you when you
A-
looking raggedy, but what's the
a
opposite
ratchet?
of cold?
Hot mess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you good.
Oh,
In the winter, you wear these.
Boots.
Yes,
Rain
but
boots.
girls,
Ugg
but
boots.
smaller.
it looked nice in a summer dress.
They're like short.
It was
and
boots.
ankle.
Booties.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, is it over?
yeah, it's over.
Oh.
I want to
Okay.
go.
Let's play.
Oh no, money, you go too.
No, I don't want to go.
Why?
Alright.
I like doing the clues.
Oh my, so
You said you wanted to go. How you gonna say I want to go and then try to force me to
These.
go? What? Here, you gotta put it on again.
what? Gotta do what?
It restarted the app. I don't know why. My phone be
My
tripping.
life is hard.
They're all black topics.
Mhm.
Okay. I can't see.
Excuse me, sorry.
You gotta let Jasmine see too.
Itty bitty.
T.I.
Itty bitty.
Tiny.
Yeah.
It's like a one piece
Oh.
A bathing suit?
swimsuit. Yeah.
A leotard.
Another word.
It's
for
a type
next.
of swimsuit.
I've never even heard this word.
Not a
before.
bikini, but it's one piece, and it's like cut
a,
out right
a
here.
onesie.
She's not gonna get it. Just
okay,
flip it.
just
Flip
give
it. Flip it.
What the fuck was it?
Automatic, supersonic, hypnotic,
Funky, fresh.
Sierra.
Used to date
yeah.
Future. Oh,
Okay.
go the next.
Yeah.
What
Next.
Hi,
Oh.
I'm on Instagram.
Yeah.
and yeah, you just
It's
put
not
this
tummy tea,
on.
but it's not flat tummy tea, but it's another way to like.
Herbalife.
No, it's they sell it on Instagram. When you work out, you can wear it. When
Yeah.
you want to.
A girdle.
Oh, okay, yeah, keep
yeah,
going, keep going.
waist trainer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
next.
Gucci's wife.
I don't know that bitch name.
Keisha Kaur.
Okay.
Oh, I never knew how to pronounce her last name.
I don't know if that's how you spell
Hey,
it.
they ratchet as hell for having Keisha Kaur on there.
Yeah, why is she important?
Is she ratchet?
On what? Oh, on there.
I mean that's some like
She's
shade
like, oh,
room. She's like a shade room celebrity.
Is she?
What was the other thing called?
Oh, it was a
monokini?
monokini.
A
What the fuck
monokini.
is a monokini?
A bikini,
like a one piece, but it's like it looked like a bikini.
That's not
That's
black.
stupid. No, it's not. I've
Ain't
never
no
heard a black person say
ever say
monokini.
that.
monokini.
A black person.
I just say one piece.
I don't know about that.
Monokini. I don't even heard.
No,
white people say that.
that's some bullshit. I don't know about that.
Anyways, guys, anybody, Jameisha, you want to play?
No.
Oh, we had our friends in the comments playing too. Let's see who got answers right.
Bodysuit.
Maria got a lot of stuff right. Sierra, bodysuit.
Keith
I
said
got jazz ass.
I am so tired of Keith.
Oh my God. What he was saying, D's nuts. I got jazz ass. He's so annoying.
Because I was like, D.
Oh, they got Sierra.
And
Kiora has a
Kaora.
makeup line. She does have a makeup line.
OJ.
Sierra has a makeup line?
No,
yeah,
Keisha.
no, Keisha Kaor has a
Oh.
make. That's what she was popping for.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I thought she was
before
just a hoe.
Gucci gave before Gucci gave her
thought
that
she was
money
a
to
hoe.
flip, she had money already.
Oh,
With
I thought.
She was the originator of the sparkly lipstick.
Oh shit. Well, good for her. My bad.
Dang.
What's next?
Anyway, we're gonna get back into these questions.
I hate Keith, and I'm mad that he's laughing at his ignorance.
Because I was like, that's not a question.
It's not a question.
I mean, an answer.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Are you
Okay.
leaving me?
We talked about hair earlier, but I have a really quick question. Do you guys
What's up?
get offended when white people wear French braids?
Yeah.
Or
I don't get offended, but I be like, what are you doing? Even when I
What
was
are
in
you
Asia,
doing?
there were Asians with like a team of Asians with like box braids, and I was just like, what's going on?
How do it stay on?
It don't.
What you mean? How does it stay on? How does it stay on your head?
Like,
They
how did-
probably just braid.
My hair is coarse. It's gonna stay on.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, I was just shocked. Like I was taking videos of them and everything.
Really?
I take videos of everybody, but
Jazz be recording people in their face. Like I'd be like, "Girl, what?" You remember
'Cause they
every
be
day in New York when you was on the
ridiculous.
subway? I was like,
It was
"What is wrong with you?"
when I was in DC, a man like was staring at me because I was trying to take a picture of his "Make America Great Again" hat, and I was like, I don't know why you looking at me like I'm crazy and you got that hat on.
Yeah.
And he like just turned around.
Yep. I don't like when people call braids cornrows. I never
Cornrows?
heard that term until braids became popular.
I heard cornrows.
I think it depends on which region of the country you're in, because I always call them French braids.
I've heard cornrows.
Yeah.
Cornrows.
Wait, do y'all remember the white girl who actually put corn in her braids?
That I don't even like. That's ignorance. That's ignorance. She's ignorant.
And then she was just outside
She
like.
was really presenting like, bitch, with your frozen ass corn head. What are you doing? Why? Who told you that this was okay?
I cannot.
White people.
Everyone, make sure y'all like the show. Just tap the heart on the main page. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, do that.
Tap the heart on the main page if you like what you're listening to. Yay!
Yes.
Woohoo! Anyways, next question. Oh, do I get offended?
Ooh, excuse me.
It depends on the person.
The person.
Dang, that's a personal vendetta.
If they're white and they got box braids in their head, I don't even.
No,
be
I would
around
just
white
look at them
people.
like, yeah.
I don't even be around.
They don't
white
even
people.
try it. They'll just be like,
White people do try it.
no, I mean like the white
Your
people
white
that I'm
people.
around. It's like they wouldn't, because I know they would feel like they look stupid. They would know that they look stupid,
They be wanting to try it though.
and not even just because it's ours, which is a big reason, but also it's like it's gonna make your hair fall out. Your hair is gonna fall out.
I feel like everybody wears braids. I just hate when white people be getting like them extra colors or be trying to do the baby hairs. and
No,
the
not
box
everybody
and all
wears
that
braids.
stuff.
White people don't need to be walking around in individuals. Like, what are you walking around?
That's
a
what I'm talking
protective
about.
style for
That's
our
what I'm
hair.
talking
Yeah.
about. Like the whole added hair in thing. Like I don't.
Or
like
even
that.
their hair. Like, that's a protective style for black people's hair. You guys need to go get your own protective styles. Like, that's not for.
Nothing can protect them. They can't even stand in the sun like us. They'll get cancer.
Oh
and
my
die.
god, can you please stop?
Well, they can't.
What are you talking about?
They
That's an
do-
actual
our
fact. They
melanin-
don't
No,
have
I know
melanin.
that. I know that.
I'm not even trying to be funny.
I know.
Oh my
Are there
God.
white people listening?
I don't know.
Probably, but I would like to be worldwide.
No, come.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem.
Should white people get mad? Oh my God, I'm not even gonna read the rest.
First
of
of all, let me explain something real quick. First of all, this is our hair. It's when you apply heat to our hair that it gets straight. That's what that is. We don't have to walk around with our hair curly and in its natural state all the time. So when we get braids and when we straighten our hair, it's not to look like a white person, because when my hair is straightened, it don't look like white people's hair. Yeah. So Keith, go check that.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, because my hair don't look like white people's hair when I straighten it at all, and I don't look close to being like a Becky when my hair is straightened.
God damn.
Because Keith be trolling.
He does it to provoke these emotions. That's what he does.
He's laughing right now, hysterically.
He's laughing.
If he was here, he'll be in the corner laughing. He'll be egging you on some more.
He probably gonna call in a few minutes.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Why is there a stigma with black people not supporting each other?
Because we don't.
Can I say why I'm hesitant? I'm not going to say that I don't, but I'm very hesitant to support black business.
Tell me why.
Because niggas don't do stuff right.
No.
I don't
think that's
I told Simone about this one time I worked for this black lady, and this heifer did not pay me for 2 months. And then when she finally did pay me, which was back pay, all the checks bounced, and I had to pay for it.
The checks bounced?
Yes.
Oh, she did
all
not need to be in
and
no
I got
type
charged,
of
and I got charged for it.
But that's one person.
But that's not the first time that I've experienced working under a black person.
You gotta
they
change
don't do stuff properly.
who you're around.
No,
because it's. I went to Chili's and that's. I don't know what.
Don't get me wrong. I've supported some black businesses where it was excellent. Like for it's this place called Yoe. It's a sandwich place. It's on 182nd
I love
and Vermont.
them.
They're
so nice.
I mean, customer service on point. The freshness, everything. I've never had any issues.
They ran
there.
my car twice and they charged me twice.
That is an accident.
Well, they should have been an accident that them checks.
They should have got it together first of all, but I didn't.
It wasn't an accident that them checks bounced.
But I think this is something that I really do go by. I think we as African American people or black people, we have to understand the state that we're in right now. We're not in a state where service and our experience with our businesses is going to be completely perfect. We as the consumer need to feel a part of the community and let black-owned businesses know if they do something wrong. We're a part of their community and need to let them know. One, when it comes to training, when it comes to, like, if you look at other businesses like coffee shops and stuff, Starbucks has the ability to train people. Black businesses probably don't. So that's something that they're lacking. So what I think is that we're in a state where we're not at the point where these white people or other races are, and we have to use community to help educate and teach our businesses. So I think as black people, instead of us complaining, we need to go in and say, like, this is what happened wrong, and I'm gonna need you to change this.
Let me say this. I agree with you on that. But you have to also understand the black people that get offended when you tell them something that's wrong with their business.
But I
support black business all the way. There's a lot. There's a whole bunch of black businesses that I support, but I sometimes am hesitant to do so because of experiences that I have had. Now, the one thing that pisses me off is because I feel like black people think, although they are black, that they can treat black people any other way, any other kind of way. Black people are the most people that are the most nicest to any other race. Now, if it was a white person that came in there and they didn't want their business to be looked at as a certain way, they would make sure that white person got the best customer service and all that other stuff. That is what pisses me off. They feel like they can treat another black person any kind of way. It's like, oh, they just black, or it's just us, so I could just treat them like whatever, or just give them whatever type of service. And I've actually interviewed people and spoken to people, and this is the mentality that they have subconsciously. And I'm like, but why? Like, I'm one of y'all. Like, why would you just feel like you could just treat me any kind of way, or I could just do this with you, but you wouldn't do that to no fucking white person? And that's what makes me upset. I mean,
even in the docuseries with Killer Mike, he was like, our money stays in the community for 6 hours. So technically we're not the ones that are funding these black owned businesses, and we can see that. So I mean, technically if it's more white people coming in, they would probably be nicer to the customer that's bringing it in. 6 hours is as long as our money stays in. With Asian people, it's about 30 days. So when you think about black people, they probably feeling like whatever, like, cause you're not coming back. Like, other
the
people
other
are coming back.
One thing I can say I dislike about black people too is they always trying to get the hookup or the discount or something. When
That's not everybody.
Most.
I think that's.
I don't think this is completely 100% true.
My dad runs a business,
like
and every black person that has asked him for merchandise has asked for a discount.
Not
or something
every
for free.
black person.
Every black person.
That's
I swear
a very
to you.
blanket statement.
I can have him call in right now.
Call in.
I can have him call in right now.
That's a very blanket statement. Every single black person was like, "Can I get a discount?"
Most.
That's
I don't know.
blanket
Maybe like 2 of them.
I don't ask people for discounts. Like.
And I think this is the thing. I think we all are at a point now where I think maybe back in the day, but I think right now we're all at a point where social media is very active and we have it's very tangible. And a lot of us are making these complaints on social media. And we've been saying, if you are my friend, support me fully. So I think that's starting to start a wave.
You're right. Because it does change your mind about that.
Yeah.
Because it does make you think like, damn, like it is fucked up for me to ask for a discount when this is their living. This is how they're you know? Mm-hmm. So you're right. Like probably before it was people shamed for it.
My t-shirts and stuff. No one has ever asked me for a discount. And my t-shirts say I'm a new Black History Maker. Mm-hmm. No one has ever, but what I also don't do is charge them an arm and a leg for things. Mm-hmm. And I know people that sell shirts for like $25, and I'm like, yo, like, the shirt ain't got to cost that much when you trying to give to the community. My shirts are $12, buy 2 for $20. Mm-hmm. My crew necks are $25, which other people that are in the same predicament as me charge $25 for a shirt. I'm charging that for a crew neck. But I do that because it's more of a movement. I'm not trying to make money off of this. That's what I have a job for. Mm-hmm. But I want you to feel empowered by the movement. So that's why it's easily accessible so you can get it and then start rocking it. But
and it's a
we have to
for
have
her
that mindset.
She's doing it to get a message out there. When someone is doing it to build a business, it has to be a profit at some point.
That's true.
And especially when you're putting a certain quality in a certain time and paying a certain amount of money to print on these clothes and do all this other kind of stuff. So on Jazz's, I get it, because it's like, I don't really need the money. I'm trying to get the message out there. But when you're trying to actually like have it as a business, you can't do that. Everybody can't get a discount. Everybody can't, get a percentage off
reasonable.
And all. For sure, but that's the thing. Prices are reasonable. If you were to see my dad's merchandise and the quality of it, you would be like, you know what? This shirt is worth $25, or this beanie is worth $15. But like for me, I'm not gonna pay $50 for a shirt. And this is the thing that pisses me off. Kanye West selling shirts for $85. It's a fucking pro club.
Well, because white people was buying it. White people with money.
Black people too would spend $85 on a shirt because Kanye put a hole in a shirt, and it's a fucking pro club. It's a pro club with holes in it. And they pay $85 for it. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. This is crazy. Celebrities use cheap ass shit and sell it,
but it's mostly white people buying it. It's majority of white people.
I know a lot of black people that save money to buy Yeezys and all this other shit that they can't really afford just so they can say that they got it, and it's made out of cheap ass shit. I'm just saying.
Keith said, I'm not in the clothing business, and neither are these other niggas that is selling shit. They're just selling shit.
I know.
Oh my gosh, no, but like I said, I do support black business, but I just feel like black people need to do better.
You gotta talk to them. You gotta let them
know. For sure, and I'm one to let somebody know.
But don't be like letting them know like that. Like, be like, yo, I really appreciate it, or even writing a letter, like a nice letter where you not like, bringing the heat with them. Just be like, yo, like, I went in, I didn't like the service.
I let people know from like a business perspective, because this is what I do for work. So when I have a chance to talk to somebody and things like that, I let them know, like, hey, like, this is really cool. What you're doing is really good. Like, you should try this, or maybe you need to pay a little bit more attention to this, or maybe you should do this and do that, blah, blah. This is just my opinion as a customer. I let people know, because of course I want to see people excel. We had a whole fucking Wall Street at one point. You know what I mean? But I just feel like because the support is always fake support, or it's not enough support.
Wait,
Keith
what
wants
you talking
everyone
about, the
to know
businesses or the support?
Both.
What's
period.
the fake support?
I'm saying, like, when you like support when you support black people, or if you're supporting their businesses or their movement or whatever the case may be, like all of it. It's like
I think we're doing better.
I think we're doing better too.
I think we're doing better, but I think we also have to stop comparing ourselves to other people, because we have not had the same head start.
That is
We've
very
been
true.
out of slavery for how long? We've been out of the Jim Crow era for how
We
long?
still in slavery.
Like,
Look at football.
and y'all was watching.
Oh God.
Yeah, so the Killer Mike docuseries, on the episode where he tried to spin only black for 3 days,
It was hard.
he brought up it was very hard for him. It was crazy. Even like when he went to restaurants to eat, he had to ask them like, what farm did you get this from? Because he was finna eat some ribs, and then he was like, fuck, y'all got this from a white farm. So it was crazy. But
That's
he brought
funny.
up he went to go visit this guy that had a website. I wish I could remember what it was called, but it was a website where you shop, it helps you shop black only businesses like deodorant, mouthwash. They even had a cell phone, and it was called like Figure or something like that. But the guy last name is really Figure.
Wow.
Yeah, but I just thought that was interesting. I'm gonna try to look for the website now, but yeah, that's another way to easily support black businesses.
What was I getting ready to ask? Something about division. Oh, Jazz, what do you think causes the division between black women and men?
The division between black women and men, I think it's just a misunderstanding. I think we're so conditioned to fight that sometimes, you know, if you're conditioned to like cuss people out all the time for a living, when you go home it's easy to take that stuff home, or it's easy to be like just that way when you go into your place of solitude. And I think that's what's happened, is that we fight so much that we forget who it is that we're supposed to be fighting, and we forget who it is that we're supposed to be like in cahoots with. So yeah, I think that's like mainly the issue. I think a lot of black women feel like black men don't support them, or like black men don't support us as a whole, and I don't think that's factual. I think there's just a difference, and a lot of us don't take a lot of time to understand black men the same way white people don't take the time to understand like us. Just we don't take the time to understand them.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
I can agree with that.
I brought this up in another episode, but a reason behind that, I think, is a conversation that I had with my friend, and he was saying like the way that black men are taught and the way that black women are taught, not all, but like some, basically black men are taught like, don't let a black woman run you, like be the man. And then black women are taught, don't let a nigga run you. Don't let nobody walk over you. So it's like sometimes that, like, you know what I mean? It comes to a head, and there's often conflict, and I think that's one of the reasons why.
Keith said, division is created by the narrative niggas ain't shit. That means that division is created by black women, which is also what Michael said. So that's crazy, because I just got on here and just said that it was both. So
Undercover.
for y'all to come for black women is very disheartening.
Right.
Niggas.
It's caused by undercover black women.
Jesus.
That's not only black to me. We call that machistas.
What?
Machistas.
Who calls it that?
Oh,
But-
machismo? Like masculine, toxic masculinity.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And the website is
Oh, I
webyblack.com.
thought you said you call it that. I'm like, what are you talking about? But
Oh.
it's
webyblack.com. Go in it. It's low key like Amazon. Like they got some toothbrushes for $5.
is it like black through and through?
black?
No, because you know how he was like, oh, you got this from a white farm?
I think that like if you go that far, it's kind of fucking hard to like. Oh,
I was just like, oh.
it's a black toothbrush, but where the plastic come from? Like
Oh my
that's
gosh.
very difficult to do.
Well,
You said I wasn't done with your impatient ass shit. Well, you gotta be quick, man. I gave
Gotta be
y'all
quick
time.
with the keys.
Gotta
You
be
know the
quick
number,
at it.
Keith?
Yeah, right. And Michael.
Oh, they got hair wraps.
I want to end on a lighter note,
Mhm.
so I have a couple questions.
Okay.
What are some things that black folk don't do?
Like,
I
I
got
don't
one.
know.
Black people do not let they fucking dogs eat at the table or be coming in the kitchen and shit.
Nope.
eat at the table. Who be like? White people. White people let their dogs eat at the table. At the table? That's crazy.
White people don't share food with their dogs.
White people
lick
do.
it, and then
You said white
black
or
people,
black?
Sorry, black people don't lick like they ice cream and then let their dog taste it and then lick it back.
That's crazy.
That's disgusting.
I don't care how much I brush my dog's teeth.
No. Shane is like the first black family that I've seen let their dog inside the house.
We
You
had
guys
a
are
dog
good.
inside the house for 2 months.
Y'all don't
and
have
then
house
it had
dogs?
to go.
No.
I don't
My
like
parents
house
were-
She
dogs.
said,
Horrible.
"Let my dogs inside the house. They live in the house."
My parents were very not good dog owners at all. No.
What else don't black people do? Black people don't go investigating when they hear weird noises.
Nope.
No.
Or when you see when you see people running away from
I'm
a
running
crowd.
too. I don't even need to look.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Anyway,
just
so what
running too. I
happened?
don't
Why we
care.
running?
I don't care.
I'm not. I don't even run to fights no more.
I do.
Mass shootings.
Oh yeah, black people don't.
Black people don't do mass shootings.
Oh, we don't do mass shootings? We don't. But we don't.
I also don't think that we slowly poison people. We don't slowly poison our college dorm mates just
Oh, yeah,
because
they
they're
just
black.
gonna beat your ass.
Did you hear about that, Moni?
But
Yeah.
that's been a thing. The girl Jasmine and then like an Asian dude had did it to a black guy, right? Recently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They
Slowly have been poisoning him, like every day. It's crazy. These just
What are
things
they
that black
talking
people
about
don't
in
do.
the comments?
What?
Black people don't
Michael
fill up
said,
they
"Do I
take.
have a
Wait. Oh, I don't know when the last time I filled up my take. It
Wow, are
gets
you
$20,
serious, Moni?
whatever $20 is gonna get me.
Hey, gas is cheap now.
Y'all
Gas
fill
is
your
cheap
tank?
now. I don't be filling
Unless
it up
I
all
just
the
got
time.
paid and I'm like, oh, let me splurge a little bit.
Yeah, let me splat.
Wow.
What did the little boy say?
I fill my tank.
Splat. That's a little bit of splat.
You fill your tank every time?
Michael said,
Oh, every time no.
do I have a, yeah, I do have a radio show, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can come call in.
Shameless plug.
This
Plug your
week will
radio
be,
show.
I'll have a black man on so you can tune in, but we don't.
She's on every
I'm not-
Saturday
yeah,
at
I
10
am.
a.m. and it's called The Initiative.
Yes.
Black people don't compliment well.
I don't
you
like
think
that.
you cute? You think you cute with that little with that dress on? How your little business do? That's kind of funny.
Cause I've been around black women that have been like, oh my gosh, your hair is so beautiful. Like,
I feel like
our
we
black
have,
men.
we have a unique way of complimenting.
Yeah.
Like, I see you, girl. Okay, come through with the earrings.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, I like your earrings.
Yeah, because that's
I
not
tell
us.
people that I like stuff. I mean, I say I do both.
Yeah.
That's funny.
How your little business do? I don't know why that was funny to me.
How your
Yeah,
little
tune in
business
on
doing.
Saturday,
I hate
Michael.
when
Saturday
black women
morning,
call
listen
something
to jazz.
little. That's fighting words. If anybody call anything I'm doing little, I'm gonna sock that bitch.
No, I don't like that.
I don't like
I
that.
feel like that's low key subliminal.
Sometimes
shade.
I do
what
it
if Because what if
on-
I came and be like, oh, no, it's a way that you do it, and it depends on who you're talking to.
Mm.
Like, say if Moni had like a new, I'd be like, okay, I see what your little new outfit on. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
that's a compliment.
But it's
if I come and be like,
natural.
oh, you got a little podcast,
Yeah.
you gonna be like, bitch, what the fuck?
No,
you mean
bitch is
little
a big podcast.
It's
Okay.
a big one. I do big things, okay?
So
That's funny.
It depends on how you use little.
Yeah.
Maria, if I hear a noise coming anywhere near my door, I'm strapping up, turn off the light. Maria's crazy.
It's wild.
She sound like my dad. My dad meet you at the door with the burner. Like, hey, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, hey,
Michael
bro.
said black people will not catch your attitude at a taco stand.
What?
Where did
that
that
is
come from?
wild random.
Where is he from?
Michael? I think he's from LA.
Jazz, how you and your,
Your
little
little
boyfriend?
All right, Keith. Keith is so irritating because he didn't even have to say nothing. He could have just, we was on a different conversation.
I know.
Oh my gosh. We are
so
fine. Thanks
I
for
hate
asking.
Keith. I hate him so
He's
much.
just too much.
Oh my god.
Him and Dre be doing the same thing. We'll be on the show and Dre will be like, so what's up with you and Jeffrey? And I'm like, this is not even about us right now.
Right? Like, why are you
Why are
bringing
they
that
bringing
up?
that up?
Right.
Why-
Everybody in LA know about him. He not
I
even
hate
from
that
out
Keith and my
here.
boyfriend are friends now because now they both irritated. Like
Oh.
double time.
Yeah.
I
And they
would
be
say-
like ganging up on me.
That's
Somehow
how
Moni
Dre and
is
my
like
boyfriend
homies
are
with my
friends.
boyfriend too, and I feel like they be like talking shit
I feel
together.
like, yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't like that.
We don't gang up on you though. We just kind of like talk shit to each other a little bit. But I'll be
About
like, "Are you serious?"
me
Oh, yeah.
about me, so that's talking. That's ganging up on me. Like
I want to
said.
say that black people don't talk crazy to their parents, but I've witnessed
Oh, I ain't. I ain't talking crazy to my parents. My dad'll still like sock me in my esophagus. I ever say some crazy shit to him. Like
that's why.
This how my mom do.
I'm not finna do.
This how my mom do, and you know she nice, but she be like, first of all, who are you talking to? That's how she do. Okay, because
my dad'll just it'll be like a Pootie Tang throw. Something hit me out of nowhere. He could not be in the room, but something is gonna hit me. Something is gonna hit me. Like, nah, bro. I'm not talking crazy to my parents. I ain't never did that shit in my
Michael said he's from Los Angeles.
Okay, Michael from
with
Los
these,
Angeles.
who do you be around with these? Because he always got some weird thoughts. I mean, Jesus.
Maybe he's a smoker.
Rude, but no, but even when I be listening, I be like, dang, Michael, like, what?
He come with the randoms. We love
Maybe
Michael.
that's what it is, random.
We love Michael. He listens every week. Thank you so much.
He does.
What are some things that black people always say?
Girl?
Bitch.
Don't
I don't
believe
say
fat meat
bitch.
greasy. Or okay,
I don't
that's
say that.
No, Moni. Why do you keep
your
trying to fit that
grandparents?
in?
you don't believe. You must don't believe fat meat greasy.
Nobody says that.
You say that to your friends?
No, my parents say that.
Okay, I think we were talking about like us.
Okay,
Because I don't say. I mean, who am I going
I've
to say
never
that
even
to? I
heard
don't even have
anybody say
kids.
that.
I feel like I.
Oh,
would
you
say
know
it
what
to
black
my
parents
kids.
used to always say? Why would black parents used to always be like, oh, something, like, oh, I want to play outside. Oh, I'm going to play in your ass.
What?
It was
Like,
like
you know
some
how-
weird
like,
Wait,
shit.
did you hear what she just said?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what they be
I'ma
like.
play in your
oh,
ass?
Like, oh, can I go play outside? Like, oh, I'm going to play in your ass if you don't clean up your room. Or if
That's
you don't
not
clean
even.
up-
Why would anybody
Like-
say that to their child?
Like,
Black
stop
parents
jumping
used to
on that
say
bed
stuff
before
like
I jump
that.
on your ass.
Yeah, before I
Okay, jump on your
ass.
ass and playing your ass is two different things. I ain't never heard my mama say,
but
I'm
they're
going to
just-
jump on your ass.
but
I mean,
they're-
I'm going to play in
It
your ass.
sounds really gay, but that's
No.
how, like, stuff that they use.
I
to
don't
say
even
stuff.
sound gay.
I
That
think it
sounds
just,
like
like,
sexual
come out.
harassment.
Yeah.
I think it just
I'm
come
going to
out.
play
It just
in your
becomes-
ass? I ain't never, ever heard nobody say, I'm going to play in your ass.
But they don't really mean like playing your ass. They just mean
Nah.
like
They
gonna
just
beat
trying
your
to
ass.
relate it to an ass whooping some type
No.
of
It's like
way.
the same thing as McDonald's money. Like, oh, you better McDonald's your ass. That you
Okay,
better
but
McDonald's that homework.
I understand where you're going, but play in your ass
I'm telling you,
is wild. And I don't think I've heard a black parent say, I'm going to play in your
I've
ass.
heard
I'd be
my
like,
friends' parents say shit like that. Like when I come over,
no,
like,
but
oh, can you come
actually
outside?
play in your ass. Or
Those are the words
they'll
that
be like,
they say.
come outside in your ass or something like that, but not play in your ass.
That's gross too.
I'm telling you, like
Well,
sometimes
whatever.
I would think like it sounds really crazy.
I can understand jump on your ass, but play in your
My
ass.
parents have never said
If
that
there
to
are
me.
parents listening, please
but-
do not say I'm a play in your ass to your kids,
Wait.
okay? Because that'll give them traumatic thoughts. Okay.
Keith said black people don't eat white bread because it reminds them of white supremacy. Hey, my parents ain't never brought no white bread. They just don't.
Really?
My mom bought wheat bread.
My
it was always
grandma
wheat.
only buys white bread, and she country as hell. She always and I used
Your
to hate it
mama's
because it
country?
always because my grandma used to always buy white bread, and it's just because like I don't like white bread. It gets stuck to the roof of your mouth every time. I
I've
don't like
never
it.
grew up eating white bread.
I don't-
It just-
it's like
I
the
grew up
worst
eating
bread.
wheat bread.
Yeah, I like wheat
Yeah.
bread only.
Did y'all know that it's not really wheat? It's actually white and it's just dyed. It's called wheat enriched. Real wheat bread has to say 100% whole wheat on it.
Well, that's
Fun
the one
fact.
that
So
I
when
buy.
you go to the store,
Sarah, I don't even eat bread anymore like that. I mean, I don't eat like loaves of bread.
Did y'all parents ever put y'all bread in the refrigerator?
no, but my cousins used to do that. It makes it fresher.
I don't like that.
Does it?
It makes
I don't
it last
like cold
longer.
ass bread.
Yeah.
I don't like cold ass.
I don't
Well,
like
our
cold
bread
bread.
went quick, so we didn't. We used
Yeah.
to eat toast and stuff.
We used to eat. I used to fuck up some sandwiches all the time.
I don't
Oh,
like.
you was fucking
sandwiches.
up
Oh my
the
god,
sandwiches.
home pride bread. That's like the best bread.
It
It's so
is.
good.
I love Home Pride and Sara Lee.
Sara Lee, that's what I was thinking. There is a bread that has 100% whole wheat that I can remember.
Honey oat, honey wheat.
I think
Yeah.
so.
You have to it'll say wheat enriched, and that's the brand that I grew up on. Fucking cheap ass Vanderkamp. Y'all probably don't even know about that. because-
Bandicamp.
Yes, it's very cheap. But yeah, 100% whole wheat. Remember that.
Oh my god.
If you want to eat real wheat.
Well, I have an end quote. Are you ready? Y'all
yes,
ready?
we ready. Mm.
Appreciate the melanin. Know that we are firstborn and royalty is our heritage.
That's what's up. I appreciate the melanin.
If you have melanin in your skin, you are firstborn and you are royalty. Period. Point blank.
Period.
If you have melanin in your skin, you are firstborn, and you're royalty.
Did you miss the whole quote, Jazz?
Yes, you did.
Wait. No, because I thought you repeated it.
Appreciate the melanin.
Oh.
Know that we are firstborn, and royalty is our heritage.
Okay.
We are the original royals.
We are.
Like that, Lord.
Do y'all know something? I just have to say this. People like from other countries, like Italians and stuff like that, like they be talking shit about us black people. Like,
we talking shit about us?
let me
People
tell you
in
why.
America be talking about shit about us.
But let me tell you why. The people like in the other countries, like how you were saying, like the people in New York, how they know like all of their history and stuff. They know history about other cultures too, and they be looking at us crazy. Like, why do y'all act like this and y'all like royalty? Like,
oh, I
get
see
what I'm saying?
you mean.
Like, they be like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, when we be doing dumb shit,
like we don't understand how great
we are.
Like,
like that. And it's crazy that other cultures can know more. It's not our fault, but they don't understand that because
they need to. They need to read.
It's really not our fault, but we do need to be more like understand that we're royalty, understand that we came from in this country under the worst circumstances, and now we up here and we out here and we doing shit. And Shayna getting 19 leads. You feel me?
Wait, what?
I was just saying black
she
people.
was talking about
accomplishments.
Oh,
Moni was so amazed that I was one of the only black people on my company boat.
Boat?
Yeah.
And it was like several offices. Yeah, they had a boat.
I wasn't amazed you
oh
was
my
the
God,
only
can
black
I tell you
person.
what my dad was doing, Jazz? My dad was fake wrapping himself in the ropes, pretending to be a slave strapped to the boat because he said it was a slave boat.
I missed that boat.
He was doing that in front of all the white people on the boat. I was so embarrassed. And my boyfriend was taking pictures of him doing it, and they were laughing hysterically. And I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh, my God. He kept saying, oh, the slave ship. He kept saying it loud the whole time we were on the boat.
Make white people uncomfortable. I like that.
But why would you pretend to be a slave wrapped in the ropes of the boat?
Maybe it'll recall their feelings and they'll say sorry.
I can't.
And on that note,
I cannot. Okay. Anyways, I love you, Jazz.
I love you guys.
I appreciate
thank you
coming.
so much for coming.
Thank you for having
me.
We love
Make sure
having
you
you.
tune into Jazz's show
once
again every Saturday at 10 a.m. Her show is titled The Initiative. Tune into her show.
Yes.
We also have Jackie that's still in the building. Thank you so much, Jackie, for
happy
coming
birthday,
and hanging
Jackie.
out with us. Jackie just celebrated a birthday. She probably still recovering right now.
I know.
But check out her show. It's every Friday night. It's titled Ladies Night at 7:30. They really be going up. Make sure you come out to support her live audience show this Friday. She will be partnering with the Soulful of Noise at Lucky Strike in Hollywood at what time?
Free event.
It starts at 8 o'clock.
It
Bring
starts at 8
cash
o'clock.
for parking, probably though.
Yes.
And then tune into your girls every Tuesday at 8:30 p.m.
Yes.
Make sure you follow us on Instagram, and we'll see y'all next week.
Bye. Thank you everyone for listening and commenting. Peril, Keith, Michael, Danielle, Ashley.
Maria,
I think I saw Ray earlier.
And,
Maria, Kelvin, Eric, all of y'all. I'm sorry if I missed anybody, but super
Danielle.
appreciate y'all input. Y'all make the show what it is. Thank you so much.
Are you gonna play Black?
Yes.
Ah, damn it! Why I didn't know? Thank you, Jackie. You're so sweet.
I usually be like,
What's it called?
on my way to sleep.
Black
when
by
y'all
Buddy. Oh my gosh, my scalp. Did some
Child,
dandruff
I'll be
just
laying
come
in
up?
bed right now.
Because I just scratched the hell out of my scalp. It's itching so bad right here.
Oh, girl. So you need some shampoo
Is that
from
it?
WeBuyBlack.com.
I just know.
Some shampoo. Do they sell weave here?
That's a good question.
I sell weave hair. You can only buy from me.
Oh, you do, right?
Oh, but see, then that's not from black people.
But you don't
'cause you
sell
can't
black-
get it. From,
Wait, so you don't? It's not black owned.
Oh my god.
it's black
I'm not
owned, but
finna-
the hair is from not
Well-
black countries.
Bye y'all.
Wait, it is black owned,
But the hair is European or Asian.
oh,
What?
do people
Oh, no, I know. We were still talking and telling people about We Buy Black. WeBuyBlack.com. Okay, bye, y'all.
They probably sell like
Right.